All right, folks, welcome back. It's opening week for Major League Baseball, and the Cubs are home for their probably for the home opener against the Nationals. And we have Alex Cohen, who does the stuff for the Marquee Network out there in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. So, Alex, thanks for joining us this evening. I guess everybody's all done with spring training, and now it's just the real games going to start on Thursday.
Yeah, no, well, thanks for having me. And you say beautiful Chicago. That is relative right now. On Saturday, it was definitely beautiful. Yesterday was not beautiful. And as we get into the week, it's been fine. But no, everyone's looking forward to Cubs baseball coming off a 92 win season. Hopes are high. People are really excited and started in spring training, and it'll carry here to Chicago on Thursday.
Yeah. Speaking of on Chicago with opening day, let's talk about the starting pitcher. Matt Boyle is going to be pitching the lefty for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he
He's
was he
yeah.
was
Go ahead.
wonderful. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
He
go ahead.
he was he was a breath of fresh air in 2025. Coming off a really nice career with the Detroit Tigers, and he got injured and he pitched a half a season in 2024. Was really good with the Cleveland Guardians. Was one of the best pitchers in the National League for the first half of the season. He gets his first All-Star game, but just a breath of fresh air from a mechanical standpoint, a clubhouse standpoint, and he deserves to get the opening nod at Wrigley Field on Thursday.
Yeah. Adam, you have a question for him?
Yeah. So, in the offseason, the Chicago Cubs acquired really good shortstop / third baseman in Alex Bregman. We know what he's done in the past with the Red Sox and the Giants and the Astros. So just talk about what will it be like to have a sensational star like Alex Bregman on the Cubs this year?
I mean, if the first 2.5 months are any indication, they're going to be great. I mean, he started his opening press conference saying all he is a winner, and he's wearing number 3 to give himself his third World Series, which means to give the Cubs their second World Series. And he's gone out in spring training. He's hit 3 Cactus League home runs. He homered in back-to-back games last weekend, and he's just kind of hitting the ground running. Dude's a winner. And he made that clear. The clubhouse kind of views it that way too. I mean, if you look at the Cubs clubhouse, you have these young players and Matt Shaw and Pete Crow Armstrong being able to go up to him and get that wealth of information. You have Dansby Swanson and Hap Nico Horner, contemporaries of Alex Bregman. They've built really nice relationships. Then you have the coaching staff that goes up to Alex Bregman to get the pulse of the locker room because he's basically a second coach out there. So I think Alex Bregman gives him probably the best overall infield in the National League when you have Bregman at third, you have Dansby Swanson at short, you have Nico Horner at second, and then you have Michael Busch, 30 home run hitter at first. So it's a nice luxury to have.
Yeah. I still miss Dansby Swanson hearing it, for the Braves. It's called. When I saw he went to the Cubs, I was like, even though he's with the Cubs, Alex, I'll still pull for him. Nice. But this year's NL Central look to be one of the deepest divisions in all of Major League Baseball. Every single team has a shot to win the NL Central. So given that case, how many wins do you think it'll take for the winner of the NL Central to get it done?
Well, first of all, I think the Cubs will win the division. I think their over-under wins was 88.5. Yes. And I think they'll get over that. They won 92 last year, so I think that they'll win anywhere between 90 and 94. Okay. Like if I think of the Cubs 2026 season right now, it's either going to be 90 and 72 or what would be 94 and 68. Those are the ones that I
think. Yeah. And also, Pico Armstrong was on Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, and he really didn't get the job. I mean, he has opportunities, starting a few games, but what was it like for you as a Cubs broadcaster, to see PCA representing Team USA in the World Baseball Classic?
It was great. I mean, was fortunate enough to call Pete's games at AAA Iowa, and I knew that he was going to be a really, really good player. I didn't expect him to be starting in the next WBC in 2026 as a 23, soon to be 24-year-old center fielder. So seeing him do that, I think is huge for his career growth. I think the 2 home runs at Dyken Park on back-to-back at-bats against Great Britain definitely helped catapult to that. So it should be, it was against Great Britain. No, it was against Italy.
It was against Italy. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was against Alec Jacob. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, Alex, it's pretty interesting. The Mets traded him for Baez, who basically was a dumpster fire for half a season for us, and you guys have a very good farm hand from the Mets. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, at the time we didn't know who that guy was. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a first-round draft pick, but he was a guy who got injured, pretty early on in his Mets regime. And in order to get a guy like Javi Baez, when the Mets are making a playoff push, you got to give up somebody. So you give up a first-rounder, a high school kid who they didn't think that his acceleration would be, one that lined up with the Mets prime. And, the Mets loss is the Cubs gain. I think the Cubs are very happy to have Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah, and we're still trying to find somebody to, replace Baez, because to me, I thought it was great. It was a great trade. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. But Baez was way past what he was in the World Series. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, remember Javi Baez was an all-star last year for the Tigers too. So
right.
Some trades work out, some trades don't. And Javi Baez deal for the Mets didn't work out. So
yeah. Well, talk about your I just saw that you put on Facebook today. The reason why I contacted you, you're doing a Cubs Now. Is a podcast on the Marquee Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about that. I have a little clip of that. I found it. Yeah. You talked to Alex Burton.
We did. Yeah. We talked to him during CubsCon. That was back in January. And we're really excited to launch this. Last year the Cubs had a daily podcast and a weekly podcast. Now we're kind of putting it together. We're hosting 2 times a week. They'll air on Monday and they'll air on Thursday. And Lance and I have 2 completely different perspectives on baseball. He's more data. I'm more, play-by-play feel. I've been in the locker rooms. I've been on the bus rides. I've been on the plane rides. And Lance looks through things on an analytical and data lens. And I think that we can find that middle ground, that Venn diagram on things that we can agree on and we can really interest the viewing public in. So I'm really excited to have a podcast. I mean, thankfully, Marquee Sports Network allowed us to kind of get our creative juices flowing and put it on. And that was our first episode. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. Like it's going to be fun. We're going to make things a little different too. So we're excited.
Yeah. What was it like getting a call up from the Cubs last year? Say, hey, would you like to fill in for a couple games? And you're like, excuse me? Did you get one of those phone calls?
Am I getting punked?
You're looking at it going,
is this happening?
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, I've been working in minor league baseball for a really long time. Been working for the Cubs organization at the AAA ranks until 2018. It was kind of just like a slow burn. I was able to do spring training games in 2023, 2024, and just building relationships and being able to call the 4 games that I did in 2024, then 36 last year. And calling games at the big league level is different. I mean, for people who say that it's the same game, different stadium, same play, different auditorium, they lie. they absolutely lie. It's not the case. I mean, when you have 40,000 fans instead of 4,000 out 4 fans. But you can really broadcast games differently because the 40,000 people screaming in the stands they're really good color commentators. They paint the picture really well. So using the crowd and the big league ambiance to my advantage is something that doesn't get old. It's really special.
That is cool. And like I heard the Mets are doing is they actually bring the radio broadcast in the stadium. And it's actually as of what they're doing on those radio stations. So I don't know if the Cubs are going to do the same thing, but what if the Cubs do that, when you're doing your play-by-play and you have somebody going, really, dude, I'm in the, concession stand, come on now.
Anytime Cubs fans get another opportunity to listen to Pat Hughes, I think they should take advantage of it because he's a Hall of Famer. So I respect that. I mean, we get the viewing public at home, and if fans want to listen to Pat while they're at Wrigley Field, then that's a really good thing for them. So
I listen to one on the app once in a while because when I have the MLB app on my phone for the radio broadcast, I'm like, I'll tune in to listen to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And he does have a really good voice. Like
He's a Hall of Famer. I
baseball.
mean, he's special. He's been doing it for a long time, and he really kind of embodies what Chicago Cubs baseball is. He's the soundtrack to summer. So fans should enjoy every inning and every home run they get to hear that Pat calls. So
yeah.
So I think the Orioles are playing the Cubs this year, right?
They're playing in Baltimore.
Yeah, so you're going back to where we are here in Maryland.
Yeah.
That week. So
well, I mean, I only do some of the games, so hopefully that'll be on my list.
That'd be cool.
I'm doing 30 to 35 games this year. I mean, I love Baltimore. I mean, the artist formerly known as Camden Yards. Is it Oriole Park at Camden Yards?
Yeah, it's still Oriole Park. Oriole Park
Camden Yards. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I grew up in the Philadelphia area, and my I think I told you off air, my brother lives in Baltimore, so we have gone down to Camden Yards 50, 100 times. That's my dad's favorite stadium. So
yeah, well, and they updated it with the big, the scoreboard, and and they took everything out in center field, and they moved the press box over. Now it's like an executive club. It's like, are you serious? Like leave things alone.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I know they're trying to make like Turner Field, like in Party City, but it's like, like the tickets are expensive anyway. I don't think a family of four could go into a ballpark anyway. So, come on now. Yeah. Adam, you have another question?
Yeah. So, what's it like for you? Overall, call games on the Marquee Sports Network. Since I know that Beth Mullins has called a few games on there. You have Taylor McGregor as a sideline reporter, and if that booth could talk, it probably could spit out over 100 stories. Since you're in a booth at the legendary Harry Carey sat in for a very, very long time.
It's incredible. It's one of those things where, again, as a broadcaster, you can really remain silent. Like, you don't have to be the star of the show in that booth. Like, what I say is, like, I'm a point guard. Like, I want to give Jim DeShays the best opportunity to impart some of his wisdom and knowledge. I want to put Taylor McGregor and Elise Menaker in the best spots to get everything that they're getting on the field as really talented sideline reporters. Like, they are the Steph Curry. They are the Klay Thompson. I'm like Mike Conley Jr. Like, you watch it, it's like Mike Conley got his, like, he got his 13 points, nothing wrong with that, but like, he dishes out assists, he drives the bus, he brings normalcy to the chaos, and that's kind of the role that a play-by-play broadcaster should bring, in my opinion. So I'm really given the opportunity to do that at Marquee Sports Network, and I love it. I really do.
That's cool.
Okay, so it's called, is there, outside of Wrigley Field, is there one stadium in Major League Baseball that you love calling the game at?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy calling games at Pittsburgh. I mean, I wish that they were competitive, and I think they will be competitive now because they have great starting pitching. But like, that stadium feels like you're broadcasting in a painting. Like, you have Allegheny, you have the stadium backdrop. Like, it's very, like, it feels artistic. So you go there, you kind of have to blink where you are for a second. I mean, it is so. Yeah. It's beautiful. So
that's cool.
I've had friends that have gone there, and it's like they have said, if there's one place you need to go to Major League game at, is PNC Park.
Stay in line.
The Allegheny River. I mean, it's like it's kind of every time I watch a game, on TV, it's like I'll get there one day.
You will.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that Heinz Field is right next to it.
Yes, it is.
So I've been up there for Heinz Field for football, or what they call it now. I call it Heinz Field.
I mean, it's still Heinz Field.
Yeah. And I've been there for Panther games, and it's like funny that they have the parking lot both in the same parking lot. It's the stadium. Baseball's over here, and then you go over the Roberto Clemente Bridge, and it's really cool. I actually walked it once, and it's really neat.
It really is. I mean, it's a great place to call a game, witness a game. Like, Pittsburgh downtown's really nice. It's walkable. When they're good, people care, and it's a great atmosphere. So I'm a big fan of it. It's cool. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Hey, Alex,
go ahead, Adam.
Where in Chicago is the best place to go get some Chicago style pizza if Chris and I ever go there?
Ooh, the $1 million question. Well,
He's
first
a food guy. He's a food guy.
yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm a big food guy.
Yeah.
Main stipulation is like, what kind of pizza do you want? Like, if you want deep dish pizza,
I want deep dish
my
pizza.
favorite.
I want deep dish pizza.
If you like tavern style pizza, I mean, there's a lot of tremendous places.
Okay.
You could go to Bungalow at Middlebrow, which is one of my favorite places in Logan Square. You could go to D'Agostino's, which is right by Wrigley Field. You could go to Michael's, which is right by Wrigley Field. So they're all really good. They also have like good artisan style pizza. You could go to this place called Zarella in the Louvre. So those would be my spots. We also went to Pizza Michi the other night, which is in West Town, which is more tavern style pizza. Really good.
Nice.
So there's multiple types of pizza. They're all really good. But you put like a gun to my head, I would say Pequod's 100% for deep dish. And if you're around Wrigley Field, either D'Agostino's or Michael's for tavern style.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on tonight. And you can watch the Nationals versus Cubs on Thursday at 2:20 Eastern, 1:20 Central, opening day at Wrigley Field. So hopefully you take care of those Nats for us so the Mets could actually stay out of the basement.
We'll make sure that we do our part in the Battle of the Beltway.
Yes.
But no, we're looking forward to the season. Looking forward to seeing the Nationals on Thursday, and looking forward to 2026. So I appreciate you guys.
All right, we'll talk to you down the road. Thank you so much.
That's good. Appreciate it.
All right, see you.
Thanks, Alex.